Hello everyone, how good of you to join and welcome back to Anno 1800 to Panagos City once more under attack. Yeah, this time they are moving in with a greater force as we can see. The Admiral is also waiting over here behind, so we'll just see how this whole thing turns up. Of course, as we can see, they're completely getting wrecked here by this defense. However, what I can see is those ships or those fishermen here and those sand mines at least are getting completely wrecked. That's unfortunately to be expected at some point. I can't defend the whole area. This, however, now is over again, right? They're backing off, I think, from the damage they've seen. This one here we probably can still destroy. Is it two actually? Oh, it's an ironclad and then a battleship in here too. Let's just get my white flagshipy over there. Somewhere probably here just to collect some stuff. Like a vulture, it's going in and taking what it can get their hands on. Perfect, that's it. We are not even, and that's the cool thing about it, we're not even under siege with that, right? So we could immediately repair them now once the fire is gone here, and be happy about that. So this is something that's new, right? Even though those buildings are destroyed, we're not under siege because no harbor defense was really destructed or even damaged. Even the big baddies here, this is the most damage it dealt, right? This whole attack. And even that is looking absolutely fine, at least for the moment. At least for the moment. If they merge and come in together, then of course there might be some more damage. Why should they do this anyway, right? Ooh, there's a second big Admiral fleet on its way too. So he's got two of them right now. Interesting times, interesting times. Let's ignore it for now and go back to Mbeza. In Mbeza, things are looking a bit more bright for us, at least for now. There's no big attack coming in, right? Some wooden ships here, some patrols. Other than that, the heat is scorching the land and we can go ahead and upgrade more buildings. I would like to go ahead with a few more elders, you know. Elders away. Also upgrading these areas here, right? Getting hopefully another unlock. Major district it is. To be honest, I was expecting the cannon tower way earlier, and it's still very far away, right? We need 1,000 elders for them. I thought 500 was actually the thing, the flamethrower there, and that, yeah, it's taking its time, right? So we need to have a bigger city there. We have marketplace here with the musician's court. I can do the same thing over here. Let's actually go ahead and have us a nice looking. I think the attack has started on Panagos. A nice looking musician's court. And destroy my buildings. He's already rejoicing at that. You can do this, you old fool. Let's just get ahead. And yeah, I'm really going to be this blunt and just copy the whole district over there once more. And then we have a few more here too. And these guys here, that could be, yeah, actually that is squeezable. This here probably not anymore, but here we can actually have a road along the river. Unfortunately, we don't have any curved roads. Oh god, I would love that. Heading back, the main attack is actually now fully upon us. Holy cow. Like this is actually a proper attack for a while. All my coastal buildings are destroyed at this point. I mean, finally they're doing something. Look at that. There's also now finally a bit of a morale going down. I was looking there with my Star Shadow. Sacred Blue Lily. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Looks interesting for sure. I just love how they are just chilling around, enjoying the day, and no one actually can do them any harm. Looking good. Yeah, my coastal buildings are down, but look at that. The morale is barely moving. We lost one flamethrower so far, and that is the biggest attack that I've seen so far. At least he's not backing off this time, right? There is actually... Oh no, with those he's only fleeing the scene. I love those flamethrowers, even to steamships. It's crazy how much damage they do. Oh, look at that, alright. We actually lost 5 big baddies there. Yeah. 5 big baddies are down. I did not expect that. They actually did more damage than usual, but it was also the biggest attack that I've seen so far on Panagos. I'm feeling secure though. I'm feeling really safe over there with that kind of defense. Really lots of interesting items here on board. Some dynamites. Actually, I'm really I'm really excited every time that I'm going out there to loot something. Field Marshal Matraverse, Conductor of Armies. Self-repair, 100%. Oh, this is for defense turrets. Active healing during combat, they heal themselves up, the defense turrets. And your military buildings deal increased damage when the morale of the island is running low. This is like a major upgrade. Holy cow. We're going to use it. Thank you very much. That's why we do need to collect the things here in the ocean, right? Beautiful stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, the vilest and lowest of all creatures is using this too, and that's Miss Hunt. She's coming in from that side. The problem is, honestly, a big mistake on my part, probably. We don't have any defense on that side, right? I was moving it away a bit, and as you can see, the range is going to this area, so the battleships can actually destroy at least my depots over there, right? They will not be able to get the advanced shipyard, but at least the depots, keeping the siege uphold. Yeah, this is something we might need to rectify at some point again, even though it's possible. Yeah, we can get rid of those depots there and build us a smaller defense line as well. She's already backing. Again though, she's retreating, so that's fine. Backing off in this direction where my trade routes are, right? So there's another one coming in. But I think we'll be fine for now. Right, the Field Marshal is coming in. I want to use this item ASAP, right? So we got a handgun here and yeah, the Sacred Blue Lily and lots of weapons that we don't even need. So let's get this one back and then let's pump it up. Can I do this while under siege? I hope so. Damage per shot, we do have this one here. Let's get rid of that and have the Field Marshal on it, right? This is just incredible. It immediately activates self-repair whenever they are under attack or lose damage. And also, of course, the spirited bonus there is just really cool stuff. Like it a lot. This is going to be a game changer for this area. And since this area is on at attack or under attack again and again, it makes sense to use this item here. We are really stuffed there with building materials, right? So this is totally fine. We can start with the next monument. I would like to do this ASAP. That's the World Fair. For that, I don't have a proper location yet. We probably will have it somewhere over here on the islands. I think this makes a lot of sense this time to me. So having it somewhere here with a bit of a plaza areas around it, or we could also have it up here probably. Yeah, unfortunately here it does look a bit too cramped, right? There's not enough space, so I would like to instead have it here. However, we would need to move a few of these jolly good people away there, and for that we do need to find another location. This area is of course off limits, but behind that we do have more space. So let's take it like that. We need to take the marketplace there with us. And the pub, because we have some workers there too. And yeah, just behind that, look at that, as if we actually planned for this, which I didn't, honestly. Wait a second, like this. We're getting rid of some of those buildings there, that's fine. And here we have then the main road going up again. There's then also our warehouse that we actually can move. I mean, do we need that? We don't need that. Let's get rid of it. And with that, we have then this area as a new district around whatever we will have then here in the center. Now that I think about it, we might actually also do something else here. I can go ahead and just move this whole block there. And we're going to make... Oh yeah, wait a second. We're going to have it here, right? So I'm going to make this go away. Because those workers do need, of course, their service buildings here. And then we can have the main road here. This makes more sense to me. Right, because it's a bit more closer to the city area than stuff like that. We still have that engineer here. Let's just see how we can squeeze it in now. It would be possible like this. Definitely absolutely important though is to get rid of the clay pit then here, right? This is what the research will do once we can unlock that. There you go, something like that is working out for me. Let's just place the blueprint there. And then we have still a path going over here. We could even do a double road, if I'm not entirely mistaken, like so. I think this is better. And don't forget, this one is disappearing soon, right? So we're not going to have the clay pit here then. And then we can have some ornaments around it. We could even make it a bit bigger. And it's also connected with the main road. We could even move those blocks away there and add even more ornaments around that. Let's build it first though, and then we can still put it into its final location as well. The warehouse is there. It's going to take quite some time. It's 5 phases and the foundation has been built now, and now we continue onwards with well, actually with the foundation. We have built 2 foundations then, right? So the construction site foundation and then the actual foundation to this monster. It's going to take a while, really, a couple of episodes there. Cement and timber, lots of time. Beautiful location though with the waterfalls. This is something I imagine will look quite lovely then as well with the rivers and such like that. Let's actually, I think, oh, the siege is over. Very important. Let's repair what has been damaged. That's those buildings there especially. The sand mines, the fisheries, and also, can we build? We could build all the big baddies again. Let's do this. We have enough advanced weapons, right? 400 tons still left in the storage after all of this. And honestly, I would also like, since we have the materials, build another Yamato. Let's do this. And probably then also another aircraft carrier. Let's build the Yamato first, number 2. We already have some proper items for it available then as well. My Star Huge Collier, Star Shadow, we might actually get even more materials to Enfesa. I absolutely cannot risk losing that island, and we do have lots of building materials. Let's also get some bricks over just to make sure. Get this over to Tabarim. It's coming back then right away again. Meanwhile, in Tabarim, let's continue with the Musician's Court and the next buildings here. There is then my warehouse that leads right to the Saltworks, so we can actually keep it like that and just have a row of buildings then here and here, leading up to the harbor area. And then we have just some more buildings here. Right, so it's a bit of a dense area then too. People trying to squeeze in some property there at the docks, and here probably actually going to keep it like that. Even though this is already really close now to that mighty river that we have. Built them. There we have it. Going all the way now over here. This is going to be a fire station pot. This is a nice, huge courtyard area. And then we can just have another major block behind it. That we also built while we're here. Going us down on the ones at timber. We also have some mud bricks in already. That's great. We should also, unfortunately, work a bit on the main quest there, because that's required in order for us to get to the scholars. Where's my fire station here? We should have it somewhere. No, Admiral, I'm not going with that. So unfortunately for that, we do need to build another water pump. Right, and then we're going ahead here with that. Even though I never really do see a lot of damage. Right, or a lot of fire coming out of that in Enfesa. For some reasons, despite the heat, it seems like everybody's really conscious of their fire risk and trying to minimize it. We also need to have a photograph of an old world trading post. This works out perfect, and we can just get it over then somehow. There you go, in all its glory, Panago City. This is how a proper city should look like. Hitima will be thrilled. Now, since we have that, let's have some more buildings then here, and also up here, probably a block. You know what, let's actually get rid of them. Doesn't look so good. Alright, getting over here, and now finally we have turned in that quest that we just did, and yeah, with that we also get Polyglot Scholar Rahim, and he is like a white flag, so he's my 3rd white flag now. He prevents the ship from getting attacked, but also prevents it attacking. So this is going to be another one of my trade ships then that we can have. At the same time, we get Binyam's Vision now, the Great Plants, so shop around for the Research Institute in the harbor area. So this is exactly what we want. With that, we are going to unlock now the Research Institute. However, we need to look at various designs first. Something we can do. Yeah, this is probably also not the one. And then we have one here at Vahadesha. And this is probably going to be then, oh yes, the design. I wonder how the people of Vahadesha actually come up with a design like this though. Always interesting to know, because basically their architecture looks a bit different from what we have seen so far, right? But all of a sudden they give me this amazing design, and yeah, of course, we are going to use it. And next up, we need to have the dried meat. We are already ahead of this. And then also a smaller riddle here for the towers that we need to click on. And I think here we do get the right ones. So the hyena, the hippo, the cheetah, right? And we basically then just need to click on that, what we want. So the hyena, the hippo, the cheetah, the zebra, and then we also have over here the lion's tower. And with that already solved the riddle. Emperor Boss, we get this one here. Alright, I think though we can already build the blueprint now. Alright, we still need to wait a bit for Archie's questline to pop up. While that is happening though, we need to go for the farmer workforce, because that is not looking entirely good right now. It's of course because the welfare does require a lot of them. We already have the lifestyle needs here to boost the output. We do have, no, we don't have any sugar there, so there's not really that much I can do, except building me a few more, or we just downgrade some workers. However, of course, we still want to go ahead with another city district, and here, that's an industry area, right? We have the marketplace. No, let's actually keep this as a potential industry area for the future, just in case. I don't wanna spam too much, and there is also almost no influence anymore over there. So let's not do this. Let's have, yeah, it's somewhere else, like here for example. We got the sheep farms there. It's getting a bit tight now with the resources, right? Sheep farm wise, can we actually do this? I think we could if we fiddle things around a bit, or well, just move them over for now. Unfortunately, we're really a bit in trouble there with the space. Some of you have been suggesting, by the way, I should settle on the real Crown Falls, but then I would have 2 major islands. I don't like the idea of this. I think this would really tip the balance too much. And nope. Already pretty hard for the AI at this point to take me over. And we're not going to make it any harder there. Let's have some more. In this case here, this is going to be, of course, the palace entrance at some point. You cannot imagine that yet, right? There is some lumberjack huts here and now some sheep farms. But at some point, this will be truly a representative area. And a few more farmers here, that's fine. And with that, we have a bit of space over here that we can also use now to add a few more farmers. There's the marketplace. I'm going to have another one here anyway. We can get rid of this and this. And also of the street. And something just changed there with my quests. And then here where we're probably going to have then also something major again. We'll just see. For the moment, I can just have a few more houses here. Not something as this, but probably something like that. Some smaller stuff, really. Looking like that or looking like that? I think looking like that is more friendly. And then a few more buildings here. And here, but not that much anymore, because there we are reaching the end of this cliff, and I definitely want to keep a bit of an area here available then for a lookout tower and whatever we can see. Because you, of course, have an amazing view over Panagos, if it weren't for the darn trees. But still, of course, that is a look to behold. Definitely take a face mask with you, though. The fumes might rot your lungs. Okay, back in Mbeza, Archie has arrived and we now need to provide some goods for the banquet. Is this really still my quest line? Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, we need to do this before we can move on. So I do need the tapestries and the dried meat. The dried meat, as we know, is fine. Now comes to a problem, and that's the tapestries. Because for that, we do need indigo, right? The linen mill is no problem. The indigo is. Either we find an item here that would be working us for indigo that could get this productivity in, or we're going to have a bit of a problem there getting indigo over, and that is of course with military force. So before I can do this, Tabarim needs to grow once more. I think we probably have reached the maximum of my consumption rates there. We need to boost the finery there a bit, the goat milk as well. This is all something. Oh, also my ship has returned, very good. Let's boost it, let's double it, so we have 2 more beef farms. Another salt work, right, and also another dry house over there. And then we have also a linen mill, 2 of the embroideries, and for that I will also need 2 more of my farms, and lucky us, we can build both of them here right away as well. With that, doubling the output is fine. Oh, by the way, here, what's the matter? Did I forget a road? I might have forgotten a road. Let's have this one over. Now we probably need to add some more fields again. There you go. And this fella here. 50. 1 is missing. Right, 1 is missing, leading to 98% productivity. That should be fine, really, right? That is fine, absolutely. Don't need to worry about this one bit. And with that, have doubled the output. to upgrade a few more people to elders, which we're going to need. Go ahead and also boost Sean here. Oh, we're not looking that great with Sean. We actually lost some reputation there again. The Star Shadow has arrived with new building materials. None of them we can really unload. We're a bit stuff like that. We can upgrade the harbor area once more, giving me a bit more storage. Now, before I can get my indigo, we need another island. Lakios, the AI, has graciously left over 2 islands here right now, both of which have indigo. Which would be the more important one? This one has the spice, it has taff, it has linseed. So we have taff, linseed, and spice as well. So this would have one more raw material that we could need. This one here has the hibiscus for the hibiscus tea, the lobster, and the indigo. So this has more important resources for us. Especially the lobster is also going to be important and soon. So I think we're going to settle on this one here. It's in the middle between, yeah, the Admiral over there and Miss Hunt over there. We're really at the edge of the world though here, right? So there's basically nothing. There's not even a ship at the moment, right? There's one trader here and one solitary trader here. Doing something, safari or whatnot, and that's it, right? He doesn't even build a bigger city here. So this is really the end of the world, and hopefully we can protect it with a few flamethrowers and stuff like that, because that's all I can do right now with, well, 23 influence that I still have left over. Before we can do this, really, I want to unlock though the flamethrower, right? This is the important thing here. So we do need to get the elders in with the resources. And in order to get more influence, well, we do need to upgrade some engineers. And lucky us, we can do this. Here in the city center especially. Those guys I would probably keep as an engineer. There's some artisans we can upgrade. And there's lots of new engineers. Engineers here. Let's upgrade those guys. To investors, so that's 86 influence. And yes, we are going to need all that influence for harbor defenses, unfortunately. Let's also upgrade these rows here. Yeah, the whole block there, why not? Bit expensive there, but yeah, 270 influence now we have. Again, so this is quite a major upgrade that we have. Those artisans here, around the world fair, right? There's no reason why we should have them. And then we got some workers here, probably need a marketplace. This one is not really working for them. Let's go ahead and provide it for now, so we can upgrade them. Very good. And also get them along. And here we still have those guys. They will probably need oil. We have the main tracks here, so this is where we can have another power plant. And I think oil-wise we are fine as this one goes up. And once we have all of that, we continue onwards in the next episode with, well, selling a new island in Besa with all the consequences this might have. Stay tuned.